So this is the New Zealand White, one of our does, very huge.
This one will weigh like 4 kg plus. Very, very huge.
Wow. So this is one of our does. We have our Cali back here. This is a hybrid, not a pure breed. Easy. Yeah.
Easy. Yeah.
This is a Cali, hybrid Cali. This one was a cross between New Zealand White and California. Yeah. One of the parents was a pure breed. Then we have our checkered. At the minute, this is the oldest doe in the farm, more than 3 years.
This is the checkered giant, but this one, as I mentioned, is not a giant. Easy. Wow.
Let's go back. Very aggressive. This one is also 3 years. Got 3 years in March. Many breeders will, should I say, probably slaughter them for meat when they get 3 years. But if you're feeding them right, they'll still be able to give you quite a good litter size, and the kids wouldn't be tiny. They'll still be okay. And lastly, we have the chinchilla, which is the ash-colored one. Easy. This is also pretty young. Oh.
Hey.
Wow. Don't touch them off him, so.
Easy.
Yeah. This is the chinchilla. Let's go. On our farm dairies today, we are diving into one of the most underrated agri-businesses in Ghana, rabbit farming. Many people say that rabbits multiply very fast and also generate profits. How true is that? Today we are going in there to also find out the challenges the farmers also go through. So my rabbit journey is a bit of a funny one. I started rabbitry out of nothing. So a family friend brought rabbits here, I think in the December of 2001. And then I left the house, I went outside, and when I came back, I was told that I ran over the rabbit with my car. I told them that, well, if I'm to run over my car with this car over the rabbit wouldn't survive, right? So probably the rabbit was just hopping around and something fell on it and the leg was broken. So I told them that I'll buy another one for them. Then another friend came and said, oh, there's someone over here, just some few blocks away, raising rabbits. So I said, let's go there. I went there, I saw them, and I was fascinated by what I saw. So I told the guy that, okay, I need 2 does, which is 2 females, young ones, and 2 males. And then I think 2 weeks later, I went there, asked my carpenter to build a small cage for me. I went there to get the rabbits, 4 of them. Instead of 2 males and 2 females, which is 2 does and 2 bucks, he ended up giving me 3 bucks and a doe. I think they were around 2.5 to 3 months, right? So for me, I started for fun. Then gradually, it turned out to become a business. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice and impressive as well. All right, so let's come back to this business. Were you already having any farming background, or just because of what's happened, that's why you decided?
So for me, I would say that this will be my first farming enterprise. I have an agricultural background, right? But I have never ventured into any agricultural enterprise. So this is my very first one. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's nice. So when you were starting, how much did you invest in?
Oh, so the cage was a wooden cage. I think like 4 8 units. It wasn't that expensive. Something less than 1,000. I mean, the rabbits were just 4, right? But I made 8 units so that in case they reproduce, I'll be able to have spare units for the upcoming one. So it was less than 1,000 cedis.
Yeah, for the cage.
Just for the cage.
And the rabbit too.
And the rabbit, I think I bought one for 30 cedis at that time. Yeah, very cheap.
2001.
2000. So let me say 2002, early 2002. Let's say January 2002.
Okay.
That is when I went for the rabbits. Yeah.
Okay. So what breed did you start with?
So he gave me two New Zealand whites, then 2 Palomino, if I remember very well. Then one of the other Palomino was a doe. It even got, I think was it bitten by the dog, or it jumped and fell or something. It died, so I had to go for another one, and I got another New Zealand white. So in the end, I got 3 New Zealand whites and the Palomino. The Palomino was the back. Yeah, back means a male.
Male. Okay. Yeah. So if I understand correctly, at least you have 24 years of experience right now, as we speak.
So no, not 24 years of experience. I started in 2021. 2021 December. That is when I got for the. I went there to see what the guy was doing.
Earlier on, you said 2001. That's
no. It was 2021. Then in 2022 January, that is why I started.
Okay, so at least 4 years.
So 4 years from now.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow, that's nice. So 4 years experience in this business. The breeds, which one would you say that is the best breed to start this business with?
So I think I wouldn't say one breed is better than the other. I think it depends on your goal, right? Over here, our goal is to produce rabbit for meat. Okay. Meat production is our goal. So if you're going for meat production, you need to go for specific breeds. So over here, you can see you have the New Zealand white, you have the Californians, right? These are the ones that I prefer. They are very good in terms of growth. They grow very fast, right? And the meat is also very good. They are more or less like the broilers of the rabbits. Yes, just like we have broilers in poultry. These are also the broilers of rabbits. They grow very fast, and if you're feeding them well, within 3 to 4 months, you should be hitting the commercial weight, which is 2.5 plus kg.
2.5 plus kg.
Yeah.
And you said you only raise them for their meat. All right. So apart from the New Zealand white and the California, what about are they determined by the colors or what? Let me ask that.
So if you see, the colors are the ones with the black ears. You see a black marking over here, the legs, the tail. You see black, but they have white body.
Yeah.
Then the New Zealand white, all white.
With right? Red eye.
Yes. And this one you see here is what we call the Dutch.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So different breeds, just like we have different varieties of crops. Yeah.
And so among these breeds that you have here, which one is the best among them?
So the Dutch, I don't have a lot. I think I have 2. These are 2 of my does. They are Dutch. This one comes from this one.
Okay.
They're also very good mothers. They take good care of their kids, right? So I also like them. But as I said, for meat purposes, I always prefer the New Zealand white and the Calis.
Right. You made mention about when you feed them right, it will give you what you need.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the cost of feeding, or let's try it down under challenges that you face in this particular business.
Okay, so as you rightly mentioned, feeding, just like poultry, right, is one of the key challenges that we have in the rabbit space in Ghana. I mean, we feed them the same thing the poultry farmers are using. So the layer mash, the wheat bran, the soya beans, the same stuff.
Same feed.
Okay. And they are very expensive, right? A bag of layer mash now is around 300 and some, almost close to 400, right? So it's also expensive. And another thing is, rabbits, they like to eat a lot of hay, grass, like what I have here, right? But over here, because we don't have, should I say, technical, or let me say, research-based institutions for rabbits, you don't get the right type of hay to feed them, right? We are talking about Timothy hay. They are not easy to get in here. So what we have is just the elephant grass and the guinea grass. They are not as nutritious as Timothy hay.
Timothy hay is which one?
Timothy is another type of grass. It's the protein content is very high compared to elephant grass and the guinea grass that we have here.
Okay. All right. So apart from the feeding, you don't have any challenges?
The other challenges, yes. So in your introduction, you mentioned that people say that rabbits, they breed fast, and they also they give you a lot of money, highly profitable.
Sure.
It's not as cozy as that, right? Rabbits, they have a very sensitive digestive system, and if you don't take good care of them, you come in a lot of them with diarrhea and you'll be dying, right? So last year, for instance, I lost quite a good number of rabbits, right? Yeah. So you need to feed them well. They also have diseases. I mentioned diarrhea, right? And if you're not taking good care of, sanitation is very key. That is why over here we make sure that we are cleaning the place every day. If you don't keep the place clean, if you don't feed them well, they're not getting fresh water. You come and a lot of them will die. Sometimes you don't see anything wrong with them. You come and the rabbit is dead.
how well do you determine that this particular rabbit is sick?
Okay, so one thing you have to do is constant monitoring. As you feed them every day, you have to check. So I have given you, let's say, 100 grams of feed. You come back and the feed is still in the bowl, right? You have observed that, let's say, for 2 days. What it means is that there's something wrong with the rabbit. The rabbit is not eating. So quickly you have to do something, right? Yeah, if you don't do it, by the time you realize, boom.
So mainly, this is being seen by the feed that you give to them.
Yeah.
Okay. And what kind of diseases? You made mention of diarrhea. Is it diarrhea only that affect them, or you have any other disease that affect
so
them?
there are other diseases. We have mucosenteritis. You see the stool is very, very mucous, right? That is there. We have mange, but over here the common one is diarrhea. Yeah, that is the most common one. Yeah.
And what vaccines do you give to them?
So vaccination, I'm not a big fan of vaccination, right?
Why?
But in the extreme cases, I use antibiotics. You know, I have moringa, bitter leaves here, moringa here. I prefer using these ones, right, as a traditional way of controlling disease and other stuff, right? But sometimes when it becomes necessary, I go for the conventional antibiotics. I also have anticosi, right, like Francos. I also have the other one, I've even forgotten the name, that I also use. And then I also give them multivitamins. Yeah.
Is it really helpful?
Yeah.
Applying this local medicine?
Yeah, it's very, very helpful. Yeah. That is why I said in extreme cases, then I resort to the antibiotics. Yeah. This one also serves as a dewormer and also an antibiotic. It's very good. Yeah.
All right. Rabbit farming might be seen as very simple business to do, but not all that easy because it comes with a lot of challenges. So now let's dive into the market base. How well do Ghanaians patronize rabbit meat?
Yeah. So I also say that that is also one of the challenges. You see, the market is not well developed as poultry, right? I mean, if you have broilers out there, people will easily come and buy them. But there's this perception among a lot of Ghanaians that even rabbit is not for food, right? People know rabbit as pets, right? But I mean, if you are going back in history, rabbit is one of the animals that humans have consumed over a long period of time, right? So the perception is there, and once that perception is there, also affects the market, right? If you compare rabbit to poultry, in terms of markets, I would say no, we can't even do that comparison because poultry is way ahead. So that is also one of the biggest challenges. Sometimes you can have them, but the market is not there, right? So market is key. One thing I'll add is that before you go into rabbitry, I mean commercial, if you want to do it commercial, you have to do your market analysis first. Identify your market, know which your should I say your target market is, right? Before you start the commercial production. You can do it for fun, just as I started. But when I started getting the market, then I also started expansion. Yeah.
People say that rabbit meat is much better than cow meat and chicken.
Yeah. So in terms of nutrition, if you're looking at cholesterol, fats, rabbit is better.
How?
So the cholesterol in rabbits is very low. The fat content is also low, very high in protein, right? So if you're, especially if you are, let's say, diabetic or something, and they are telling you not to eat this meat, not to consume that meat, I recommend rabbit for you. Rabbit is white meat. Yeah, the best that you can have in the market. Yeah.
So in this business, if someone watching us right now wants to go into it, what are some of the things that you advise the person not to do, and some of the things that you tell the person to do?
Yeah. If you are somebody without any experience in rabbitry, I would say you start small, right? You learn, get a mentor. When I started, I didn't have any mentor because I started for fun.
Yeah.
So I made a lot of mistakes, like the caging, for instance. Right. Later on, when I saw that okay, this is the best way to do it, then I had to make another investment. If you're doing that, then your cost of production goes up. But assuming I had a mentor, then I saw all these structures. But I've started with this rather than going for the wooden structure and later on changing to this. Right. So the first thing is for you to get a mentor, somebody who will share the experience with you because the person has gone through a lot. Right. Then you can also learn from that person. Start right. That is very key. If you're starting right, then you're going to be successful in rabbitry. So don't just start your own. there are a couple of groups around. You can join some of these groups. You can also learn, we exchange ideas, then it helps you to grow as a farmer. Yeah.
All right. You made mention of the cages. Now, what didn't you do right, and what are you doing right now that you think that this is very helpful for you to grow your business?
Let me tell you, when I started in January of 2022, my cage was wooden, right?
Okay.
You know, rabbits, the teeth is very sharp.
Okay.
So remember I went for another doe, if you know.
Yeah.
One day when I came back, part of the cage was gone. Then, so there were 4, right? So the doe was here, then I think I had bags around the doe. So once the cage was gone, it went to the back. They mated. I was inexperienced. I didn't even know. In a month's time, when I came back, it laid on the floor.
Wow.
Right? So let's assume that I had a mentor, and the mentor was telling me this. I mean, the wood is also expensive, right?
Yeah.
Why do I have to start with the wood, later on destroy the wood, and go for this cost? If a mentor shared this experience with me, I would have started right with this structure. And then once you see this is very modern, right? Yeah.
Let's come back to the cage. We can see some pipes at the end of the roofing. What's the use of?
So those are for the urine, right? As you can see, we are collecting the urine, right? And I mean, if you're looking at, this is more or less like a homestead. So this is our house, we have neighbors here, we have neighbors there, right? If you have the urine here, because of the food we're giving them, sometimes get very pungent, smells, right? That is why we are collecting it. If you collect it, then it releases the smell because it wouldn't be on the floor. We collect it sometimes. I mean, the idea was that somebody will come and buy, because I mean, this is biopesticide, it's also a fertilizer, but nobody is coming to buy it, so we just collect and throw away.
Is it that you are not making markets for it?
So I have even contacted some vegetable farmers. They want me to, I mean, collect everything, bring it to them.
What if they don't buy? After sending it there,
I'm not even going to send it, because I told them already. I have shared the benefit of using this with them together with the manure. They seem to be happy, but they are not committed in terms of getting coming here to collect both the urine and the manure. So I have also stopped. I just collect and just throw them somewhere.
Well, this is the first time I'm seeing drinkers like this in a rabbit farm.
Oh.
What brought this idea?
So when I started, I was just using, you see, the ceramic bowls. I have one for the feed and one for water. When the numbers started increasing, once you have those bowls, sometimes you see that it's getting dirty, is there because the sun is not getting to it. You see spirogyra in there, you have to be cleaning every morning. It's a lot of work, right? Yeah. And I have also, I saw a lot of videos where people had these drinkers. So I contacted someone, and he said he'll be able to do it for me. So I should just buy the materials. I bought them. He came here with the wife, Clement. Then they fixed the drinkers for me. Yeah.
And how much did they cost?
So the tube, I think a bundle, I don't remember, the length is like 200 and something cedis. I remember buying 4 or 5 of them. The drinkers are not super expensive. The cups, the blue ones, I think one is 6 cedis or 5 cedis at that time. If you are buying a lot, then not super expensive though, but let's say if you have 1,000 units, then you are going to pay a lot.
Right now, how many cages do you have?
In total, I have 170 units. Yeah.
And animals?
Animals, I have 40 does, 5 bucks. These are the breeders. Okay. Right. The rest, I think now I'm trying to believe I'll have less than 100 if I'm not counting the winners. I have less than 100. Yeah. Yesterday I had a good market.
Oh, okay. That's good. So overall, will the cages cost like 10,000 Ghana cedis?
10,000, yes. All these cages, yes. The mesh is a bit expensive. The one for the floor, which is the half by 1, is like 1,300. It's 4 by 40 feet, right? And these ones, the one for the side, is also like 40 feet by 4. It's also like 500 to 600. Yeah. So okay. I would say the cages are expensive. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. So when you were starting, what were some of the mistakes that you did that cost you much?
I would say the cages. I didn't start with these ones. With the wooden cages, I was even using this refuges, the red ones.
Okay.
The long span.
Yeah.
They're also expensive, but later on I realized that because the urine is strong, sometimes they also corrode.
Yeah.
Right. So I had to replace them and go for these ones. Right. And I wasted money. Right. Using those one, buying them, then throwing them away to get this. So these are some of the mistakes that I made. I also didn't know much about rabbits. So if you want to start, it's better that you read a lot about it. Like what I said, I in the morning I came here and the doe littered on the mesh. That should have been the case, right? Yeah.
Were there any point that some of them died?
Oh, when I was starting, no. I think they were just 4. Yes. So the first doe died because of what happened. Then the second one that I brought in, no, they were okay. Yeah. I think last year I had a lot of casualties. I lost close to 30 rabbits.
What caused that?
Sometimes you don't know. Some of them will show signs of diarrhea. You treat them, you come and they are dead. Sometimes you don't see any sign, they are dead. Yeah. See, they have a very sensitive digestive system. Mm-hmm. You also have to be mindful of whatever you are giving them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They need more hay. 24/7. Yeah.
So when you are not close to hay, what feed? Is it only the one that they give to the birds that you can also feed them with?
So if you're doing commercial rabbits,
I'm asking this because assuming the person find him or herself in the northern part of Ghana,
there are no grasses.
Yes, it's very difficult to get grasses.
So even for commercial, you can't just feed them grasses. As I mentioned, the nutrient content of this grass is very low.
Okay.
So you need a formulated feed to get them to grow fast. You give them the formulated feed and you give them hay as well, right? If you don't have the hay, then what it means is that you should have a balanced feed, even if you are formulating it yourself. The fiber content should be at least 14%.
A layman watching us don't understand what is meant by formulated feed. Can you really explain it?
So when I say the formulated feed, I'm talking about the layer mash. I mentioned layer mash, the wheat bran, the soya beans, right? You buy them, you mix them in the right ratios. You need to also know which formula to go with, right? Yes, then that is the formulated feed, and that is what I use for my pellets.
Share with my audience the formula that you use.
Yeah, the formula, because I sell the food, I sell the feed, I can't share the formula. This is a business thing, so I can't share the formula out there. But if there's anyone outside who is interested, let's have a chat. I can also guide you as to how to do it.
Do you prepare the feed yourself? Because I can see some over here.
Yeah, we do everything here. Yeah. And we sell it as well. So other rabbits are farmers out there. If you need quality feed, just contact us.
In what kilograms do you sell them?
25. It depends on what's normally 25 kgs. If you want to buy 10 kg,
how much does it cost?
A kg is 8 cedis.
8 cedis.
Yeah.
Oh, then it's less expensive.
Yeah, not expensive.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. So we talked about the market. Now you having your farm over here, do you go out to look for customers or they come themselves?
So just like how you found me, right? Mm-hmm. It's all about advertisements. Mm-hmm. These days you don't have to go out there. I mean, even on WhatsApp you can do a lot of adverts. Just pay $1, then WhatsApp will do adverts for you. Google, you can do your adverts over there, right? And I mean, if you're doing it right, when people come here, they see whatever you're doing, they go out there and also tell others, right? So there are people, they come to my farm, I don't even know them, but they come here based on recommendations of other farmers. They come to buy breeding stock, they come to buy feed, right? So that is how I get my customers. But basically, I do a lot of online advertisements. Yeah.
So if someone is trying to do it in, let me say, a small scale or a large scale or medium scale, should the person also have a side job to do or fully concentrate on this?
So it depends on you. I have my job, and this is something that I do for fun. I do business as well, right? So it depends on you. If you have your job and you think you can do this, why not? If you don't have anything and you want to start rabbitry, for me, yes, it's better than just staying home without doing anything. So I'd recommend that, yes, you can start it. And you don't need a lot of money to start, right? Just like the way I started, you can start small and grow with time. Yeah.
Does it need maximum attention? Like the poultry?
So for rabbitry, I wouldn't say they need that maximum attention. What I do in the morning is, even these days the weather is very hot, so I don't feed them in the morning, right?
Wow.
Yeah, I just leave them. If you have grass,
share that secret with us.
when the weather is too hot, you see, it's very, even for you don't feel comfortable. I mean, and these ones, they also don't like it when the weather is too hot.
Does it prevent them from eating?
When you eat, you build up fat. Fat is also not good for you when the weather is hot. You need fat when the weather is cold, right? So during this period, they don't eat a lot during the day. So why give them food?
I don't have any medical knowledge about these things that you're talking about, so I wish you can explain a little bit further.
So I mean, you can also do your own research online. You see, whenever you are eating, I mean, there's a fat component in the feed. Whenever you are eating, you're building up fat, right? Not building up at least, but whatever amount is in the feed is getting into your body. Fat alone is good when you are fighting cold. Yeah. When see, like fat people, right? When the weather is hot, you don't feel comfortable. Right,
sure.
But for skinnies like myself, sometimes we don't feel comfortable. We are better,
like right over there.
Yeah. So likewise, and these animals, they're also nocturnals, right? When I say nocturnals, they're very active during the night. Okay. So they eat a lot during the night, right? So if they're not eating in the day, when you give them the feed, why waste your time and give them the feed? If you have hay, then give them hay in the morning, right? Then in the evening, you give them your feed. So for me, what I do is normally I have somebody who comes and clean up the place for me. So I'll just do my inspection, right, in the morning. I'll go to work. In the evening when I come back home, together with my boys, then we feed them. Yeah.
Is it necessary to take records of whatever happens in the farm?
Very key. That is why you see the name tags, right?
What does it do to the farm?
So record keeping is very important. If you are buying feed, you need to know, I mean, how much you are investing in feed. If you are building cages, you need to know how much you are investing in the cages, right? So for me, everything is recorded. My phone is always close to me. If I open my app, you see that all the records are there. When the litter, I recorded the number of litters. If you go over there, you see the name tag, you even see the litter size. I have even written on it, right? So that it helps you to know that, okay, in the end, this is the number of rabbits that I produce, right? And if you are selling, you can never say that, okay, this is the total investment that I made. These are the returns, right? So record keeping is very key, just like in any other business. If you are doing a business without keeping records, then I'm not sure you are really into that business. Yeah.
Is rabbit business one of the best?
One of the best in terms of
in the agri sector.
Okay. So I have also heard people make the argument that rabbits is even better than buying a cow, because rabbit, they can litter, the litter size is high or big, right? And for a cow, maybe 1 or 2, right? You don't get the numbers. And for rabbit, within 4 months, you can sell. For, let's say, a cow, it takes a longer period. I'm not into those debates, but I would say it's good, right? If you're doing it well, if you're getting the right breed, right, then within the shortest possible time, you're also feeding them well, 3 to 4 months. When there's market, you'll be able to sell and get your money. Yeah.
In a year, how many can they produce?
That depends on the farmer. It depends on your breeding cycle. So over here, what I do is that when I cross the rabbits, it takes, let's say, a month, right? That is the gestation period for them to litter. I will wean the litter, the kids, 6 weeks, right? Then the doe, I'll allow it to rest for 2 weeks before I breed it again or cross it again.
The weaning. Explain it for us.
Okay, so weaning is I'm taking the kids
from the mother
to the winner's cage or pen, right? Yeah. And for on the average, let me say on the average, a rabbit can give you, let's say, 7 per litter.
7.
Yeah. I mean, I have some of them, they give you 11.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's quite good.
I mean, others are even recording more, right? Yeah. I'm not a fan of big litter size, because the bigger the litter size, the smaller those ones become. Okay. I mean, those that are maybe after 6, they're a bit smaller, right? So I prefer, let's say, 6, maximum 7. Yeah. So even if you're getting 6 on the average, and let's say be able to litter 3 to 4 times in a year, you're good to go.
Any advice for the people who, let me say, people who watch this video and think that, oh, rabbit business is quite easy, so let me go in? As long as I don't even have any idea about it, but let me go in, I can also do it.
So I would say that everything is possible, right? But if you want to venture into anything, you need to do your research, learn about it. I started with nothing. I didn't even know more about rabbits.
Yeah.
Right? For me, that is not the way to go. If you want to do it for fun, that is okay. Just like the way I started. But if you really want to do it as a business, then you really need to learn about it before you venture into it. Yeah. And let me also give this caution. It's not as easy as people say it is, right? If you want to do it well, then a lot of effort also has to go into it, right? Yeah, you have to cleaning here. It's not an easy thing, right? Making sure that the animals are doing well, right? Feeding them right. It's not an easy thing, but I believe that if you're committed, if you have the passion, you can do it. Yeah.
If you have the passion, you can do it. But if you are someone who always don't follow the rules of sanitation, please don't go into rabbit business.
Yeah.
Please, is rabbit business profitable?
It's profitable, but not super profitable.
If you say super profitable, what do you mean?
So I would say, I mean, I've also heard people saying that, oh, rabbits will give you quick money. It's not always the case, right? What happens if they all die? I have a friend who mentioned that about 20-something rabbits died within a shortest possible time. That is an investment gone wrong, right? So it's not as profitable as people say. It has its own challenges. But if you're doing it right, I feel that you can also make some money out of it. That's why I'm saying it's not super profitable. Yeah,
not super profitable. So if you think that it's all rosy, then please you have to think again.
Yeah,
it's not super profitable. So any advice to anyone who wants to do this business?
Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier on, if you want to venture into rabbitry, first learn a lot about it, right? Identify the markets, right? You also know the purpose. Are you going to do it for meat, for fun, just for raising pets, right? If you know this, then it also helps you in selecting the right breed. If you want to do it for meat, then you know the breeds to go for, right? Yeah. Then once you have your market, you have done your research, you're also going for the right breed. For me, you'll be good to go. Then don't forget to get a mentor. It's very, very key.
Don't forget to get a mentor. It's not the mentor that will you. Someone who will give you the education about it, who will teach you, do this, do that. Yes. That is what he means.
Yeah.
Not
mentor of me.
Mentor of your gum. Oh, okay. So finally, we are ending our conversation, but I would like to ask, how much is a kilo of rabbit? Because I saw you weighing one here.
So you see, that is why I'm saying that rabbits in terms of market is not as developed as poultry. Over here I don't sell rabbits in kilos. What I do is I sell per live weight.
Oh, okay.
And for over here, if the rabbit is 2.5 kg,
okay,
200 cedis.
200 cedis, 2.5 kg.
Yeah.
Okay.
200. That is the starting point.
So
yeah. That is for meat.
Okay.
If you are buying a breeder, it's different. A doe I will sell to you at 250. A buck 5 months plus 300.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the highest kg that a rabbit can get?
So the highest I have recorded here is about 5 kg.
5 kg.
Yeah.
And that one you can sell it for
5 kg. I won't say it. Yeah, but it also depends on the breed. I mean, some breeds they can get very heavy.
Okay.
Right. Maybe 3 months, and that like the Flemish Giant, right? And even for New Zealand, if you're getting the pure breed and you're feeding them well, maybe 3 months, 4 months, they'll be giving you like 3.5 kg, even 4 kg. Yeah. Even with my breed, I mean, these are mostly hybrids, right? For some of them, 3 months, then they're giving me 3 kg. Right.
There's something that I forgot to ask. Another challenges about other animals coming in to attack. Is that possible?
No. So the good thing is that this whole area is fenced, right?
Okay.
Then my enemies, these are the enemies. That is why I also fence them.
What can they do to them?
So here they come here. They also try to pick the feed, right? And by so doing, they also leave their droppings here. You know, these ones they have coccidiosis.
Yeah.
And remember I mentioned that is also one of the diseases. So with the feces, right? The flies also be. Then once they hop onto the feed, they can also transfer that. So I don't want them around at all. Yeah,
that's nice. Any dreams of lifting this on a large scale?
Yeah, we have always thought about acquiring a land and doing it on a large scale, and also adding other ruminants, right? Just to ensure that we are expanding the farm. So that dream is still there, and we will pursue it in the near future. Yeah.
So how many workers do you have over here?
Also, at the minute, I have one full-time worker, right? Then I have I don't want to call them workers. They're just my boys here.
Oh, okay.
They're the ones helping me to feed them when I'm not around, and even in the evenings after school. These are JSS guys. After school, they help me to feed them. Yeah.
All right. So M&E Farms, if someone wants to do business with you, any number to contact?
Yeah. 0246 661752. Just give me a call and we'll talk.
The breeds, they are very good and beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
In fact, this conversation is very good. I've really loved it, and I wish I can also start rabbitry farm. It's something that if you are looking to start, then do well to start, but put it in mind that you have the ideas, you do your researches, and also get a mentor who will also take you through the process. Thank you very much, for such a wonderful time given to us, and a nice education that you've also given us. We hope to be here again some other time. I know by the time that we come here, it will be on a large scale,
Hopefully.
where people will be coming in to buy rabbit from you.
Hopefully.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. It's been wonderful chatting with you, and I look forward to your return.
Thank you.
You're always welcome.
Thank you. All right. It was an insightful conversation with Mr. Morris of M&E Farms. Maybe you've looked forward to start your own rabbitry farm, but you find it difficult to get the ideas. Today, you have it. And if this video was very helpful to you, please like it and subscribe to the channel. Also, leave a comment and tell us what next you want us to do. My name is Fred. As your humble servant, this is Fred Explores. We are always going to give you the kind of content that you need, the content that you are looking for. In fact, you heard it for yourself. Rabbitry is a nice business to do, but if you don't have the technical know-how, please don't go into it.